Sigari, and I will be your tour guide for today. So if you have any questions or clarifications, feel free to ask and I will gladly answer all of that as much as I could. With me is our coach captain, Mr. Jean. Let's say telehomikus, Mr. Jean. Perfect. On behalf of JHS Travel and Tours, we are welcoming you here in Estonia. Before we begin our tour, please be reminded with all safety protocols, guidelines, and precautions so that this trip will be highly safe and enjoyable. Always remember the word suave. For S stands for synchronize. Synchronize your time to my time so that no one will be left behind. Time check, it's already 8:30 in the morning. W stands for wear. Always wear your face mask and put your alcohols on with you and observe social distancing. A stands for attentive. When you hear me whistle once like this, it means it's your time to roam around the area. But if you hear me whistle twice like this, it means it's time to fall in line to our bus because we're heading to our next destination. V stands for value. Value things and do not keep them unattended. And lastly, letter E stands for enjoy and seize the moment in every destination that we are going into. So, before we leave, let's start the head count first. 1, 2, 3, 29, 30. Okay, we're all complete. Are you guys ready and excited to visit some of the amazing tourist spots here in Estonia? Great! We will be arriving at our first destination 20 minutes from now. While waiting, let me tell you some details about Estonia. The national flag of Estonia is a tricolor featuring 3 equal horizontal bands of blue, black, and white. The blue color of the flag represents faith, loyalty, devotion, besides being reminiscent of the sky, sea, and lakes of the country. The black color symbolizes the fertile black soil of the country and the dark past and suffering endured by the Estonian people. And the white color represents virtue, purity, hard work, and Estonians' long struggle for freedom and independence. It became also a symbol of autonomy and unity among the Estonian people on the long road to freedom. In 1918, the flag was adopted by the Estonian provincial government, newly independent from the Russian Empire. Estonia is located in Northern Europe, bounded by the Gulf of Finland in the north and the Baltic Sea in the west, and between Latvia and Russia. Estonia has a population with a total of 1.3 million people and has an area includes 1,500 islands and islets, and the two largest of these islands are Saaremaa and Hiiumaa. Tallinn is the capital and the largest city of Estonia, situated on the northern coast of the country. Since ancient times, Estonia has been fought over and sometimes ruled over by Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Poland, and Russia in the late 19th century and came through in February 24, 1918, Estonia was declared independence from the Russian Empire. The current president of the Republic of Estonia is the head state of Republic of Estonia. He is Alar Karis. Estonia is the most northerly of the 3 Baltic states with its beautiful places to visit such as glorious medieval cities, lush forests and sandy beaches, as well as quaint village, elegant manor houses, and lovely countryside make for a wonderfully memorable holiday. So, we're just arrived at our first destination. Welcome to Tallinn Old Town. Tallinn's Old Town, also called as Vanalin, is one of the best preserved medieval cities in Europe and is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Let me tell you some brief history of Tallinn Old Town. The historic center of Tallinn's Old Town is an exceptionally complete and well-preserved medieval Northern European trading city on the coast of the Baltic Sea. It developed as a major center of the Hanseatic League, and its wealth is demonstrated by the opulence of the public buildings and the domestic architecture of the merchant houses, which have survived to a remarkable degree despite the ravage of fire and war in the intervening centuries. What makes the Tallinn's Old Town unique? Tallinn's Old Town is incredibly atmospheric with beautiful old buildings, cobbled streets, and ancient city walls. The skyline, punctuated by the castle towers and church spires, look like something straight out of a fairy tale. Tallinn Old Town is divided into two areas, the Lower Town and the Upper Town. The Lower Town, here you can find the center of attractions, or the heart of the Tallinn Old Town is the Town Hall Square. It stands out for its Gothic style and is one of the most frequented places in the Estonian capital, both by locals and tourists. On Town Hall Square, you'll also find the Town Hall Pharmacy. The Europe's oldest continuously operates as a museum and a modern pharmacy. Beside the towers, be sure to visit the Tallinn spectacular medieval churches like St. Olaf. St. Olaf is one of the oldest and Tallinn's biggest medieval structure in Estonia, and St. Nicholas Church was one of the two parish churches in medieval Tallinn and of the wealthiest churches in the town. On the other side, the Upper Town, also called as ESTONIA. The attractions here are the Kotutsu viewing platforms. It offers unforgettable views of the medieval neighborhood and is easily the city's most famous photo spot. Tumpia Castle is the perch on a limestone cliff and towering over the rest of the city, and it's home to Estonia's parliament. And St. Alexander Nevsky Cathedral is Tallinn's largest and grandest Orthodox cupola cathedral. And the Cathedral of St. Mary the Virgin stands at the center of Tumpia Hill, is one of the country's most fascinating historic attractions. And all of these can be found in the Tallinn Old Town. Who built the Tallinn Old Town? It was built by the crusading knights of the Teutonic Order. When was Tallinn Old Town built? The majority of the old town's architecture built during the 13th to 16th centuries. During the August, starting from 12 to 16, they have a celebration that is called the Tallinn Old Town Days. These are the biggest festival in Old Town dedicated to the local cultural heritage and community. Various music, theater, art, and sports events are held during 5 days for both locals and visitors, both old and young. Guests can peek into the courtyards of the Old Town, learn about the long and impressive history of Tallinn, and participate in various activities. Beside this Old Town, don't forget to taste their one of the most popular and national food of Estonia is kilovoili, or spread sandwich, a dish of bread and fish that varies a lot in the north. It may not look a beautiful dish, but it's very tasty and taken seriously by Estonians. Kilovoili is served for every occasion, from formal gatherings to birthday, holidays, weddings, and funerals, and always indulged in with the same pleasure. Alright, so before we leave, let's start the head count first. 1, 2, 3, 29, 30. Okay, we're all here. So, did you guys have fun? I'm delighted to hear that. So on behalf of JHS Travel and Tours, we are very pleased for choosing us to become part of your indelible tour here in Estonia. Thank you all for being here today and taking the time to patiently listen to what I had said. I am hoping to see you guys again soon. Thank you and goodbye.